Good evening, everybody. I'm thinking about, so there's no projector in this room, so I'm going to use my laptop to basically show you the slides this way, and hopefully everybody can see it. Can everybody see the slides now? No. How about now? Everybody can see it, or should I raise it higher?
Mike,
yes.
Do you want to tell Barrett what he's going to be doing on?
Sure. So this is a speech that I'm actually going to be delivering to an audience of investors on Thursday. So I'm just practicing. This is a startup that I'm running, and it's a practice pitch that I'd like to kind of perform in front of you guys. And the feedback is just basically, whatever feedback you can give me in terms of how I can better present the company and etc. Just general comments. Nothing specific, but Okay. All right. Let's begin. So as I said, so you guys are the audience, and you guys are investors potentially, and you primarily care about the things that the entrepreneurs. So who I am, you care about the business model, you care about basically the size of the market, and you care about that the business is viable and it's able to essentially grow in such a way that you can invest a little bit of money and make a lot of money as all investors. That's what they care about. So let's begin. So Ripple Function is the name of the company. Ripple Function is a service for conference organizers that helps them promote events by rewarding their attendees to share on Facebook and Twitter. As such, event attendees become your event evangelists, and they essentially become your promoters and your best sales force. So what the agenda for this meeting is that I will go over the problem, I will tell you about the market size, I will then go over the solution that we've put together, I will tell you about how we make money, and finally I'll tell you about the team and leave it open to questions so that you can clarify any things that are left unclear. Okay, so the problem is the following. Conference organizers put on a lot of events, and there's a lot of these galas, networking events, and basically things where people pay money to go and network, meet people, listen to speeches, and so forth. And that is a business, and that business has a lot of seats that are left unfilled. And those unfilled seats, that's essentially perishable assets, and that's revenue that is left on the table, and that's revenue that is lost forever. And as such, conference organizers are missing out on a lot of money. And conference organizers would love to reap the benefits and make more money off those seats. This is just like airline tickets. When an airplane takes off, those seats that are not filled, that's lost revenue and lost money forever, never to be made back and therefore perishable. So here's the market, and the market, as I said, so there is conferences, there is networking events, there's galas, there is all sorts of events where people pay money to go. And conference organizers pay a lot of money to spread the word about these things. And more specifically, they spend about $15 billion a year on promoting their conferences and their events. Now, typically, how do they do this? Well, they go about using the traditional means, and they use radio ads, they use newspaper ads, television ads, and everything they get their hands on, especially banner ads on the web promoting their site on other people's websites. And it's effective to a certain degree. However, it's not very effective, as a lot of seats are often left unfilled. And so recently, conference organizers have tried to use social media. And the reason why the right time is now for a company like ours to help them with social media is because conference organizers are known to be laggards. They are behind the industry. And so Facebook and Twitter have been around for some time, but conference organizers are only now coming out, and they're realizing maybe we should take advantage of it at this moment. And so they need help, because here's an event, and there's a lot of seats that are left unfilled, and that is why they need us. So let's take a look at a typical event organizer and how they operate. An event organizer typically has two cycles in organizing an event. The first part of the life cycle is when they set up the venue, they order the food, they get the speakers together, yada, yada, yada. So they get all these things, now they have the event. But how do they make money? Do they just spend a lot of money? How do they make money? Well, they make money by getting people to come. So now they start doing all the promoting, all the yada, yada, yada. That is a big fundamental part of their business, is getting the word out. However, typically when they use, or they try to use social media, what they do is they tell their friends on LinkedIn and Twitter and Facebook, and that's it. That's as far as it goes. But there's a lot of opportunity to reach much further people out there in the cloud. And the way to do that is by rewarding people, by telling them, here, if you promote and you have a little bit of an incentive, right? Human psychology, if we get rewarded, we do something, that's just human nature, then all of a sudden we're able to reach a lot more people with just a few rewards. So for example, here is a person by the name of Bob, and normally Bob would just get a message like, oh cool, there's an event, he forgets about it. But here's, you know, a prize, 50% off. Bob's like, wow, oh my god, I'm gonna tell my friends about it so I can get this prize, and maybe I'll go. Right? So that's Bob's outlook, and all of a sudden everybody wins. So now when using ripple function, then all of a sudden the conference looks like this, where the audience is filled and the room is rowdy and there's no single seat left for other people. All right, so let's take a look at our business and where we are and where we're heading. Well, Ripple Function is currently focused on the event industry. We're focused on helping out conferences and so on. However, the tool is general enough that it provides incentives to anybody. And so what we're hoping on doing is that the future of the company is going to go from the event and conference space to small business retail, where we can help on companies that essentially anybody can give people incentives to spread the word. And every single business out there is in the business of marketing. And that's what this product is. It helps different verticals market. So we're focusing on events. We're going to move to small business, and finally we're going to spread the word to online, spread the utility of our business to online retail, and essentially create a discrimination pricing platform, which basically what that means is that it allows for people to receive rewards or discounts for the amount of marketability that they have. So if you have a lot of people that you can tell about something, you will get rewarded. It's kind of like a VIP. You will get a cheaper deal than somebody else who, let's say, doesn't know anybody and is a loner and has no friends. Right? That's basically what we want to turn the world into. So the business model is very simple. We don't take any money from the event organizer if we don't help them with their business. So we charge 10% for every ticket that we help refer. However, if we don't bring you any customers, you don't pay us a penny. So to the event organizer, there's absolutely no risk. And thus, we have had quite a bit of traction, and we've had about 100 conferences that are using our product at this very moment. And we are seeking $200 million. Just kidding. So our team is made of 3 people, 3 co-founders, and they are all working very hard at this. Ripple Function, we put butts in seats. Thank you.